So for number 1, we have two sub-items here. So give the equation of the parabola that satisfies the given properties. Okay, so when finding the equation of a parabola, you need to find the orientation first. So sa mga conic, yun ang importante lagi. You find first the orientation and then fill in the missing variables in the equation. Kasi from the orientation, mahahanap nyo ang equation. So for letter A, given the focus at 1, -2, and the equation of its directrix is -4. So nandito tayo. So, whenever I solve conic, dinodrawing ko muna siya para magets ko yung orientation na saan. I mean, hindi naman kailangan maganda. It does not have to be beautiful. As long as the orientation is correct. So, the focus is at 1, -2. And the equation of its directrix is 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, y equal to 4. So, it is a horizontal line passing through y equal to 4. Whose y-intercept is 4. Okay, so, ano bang relationship ng focus and directrix? So, whenever you have a focus and you have the directrix, your line, the vertex is in between the line and the focus. So, parang pa ganyan, no? So, they are equally spaced. And your parabola will be oriented this way. So, in this case, paside siya. But in this case, you have this directrix, you have this focus. So, your parabola will be downward. Or opening downward. And when you have a parabola that opens downward, ano nga ba ang equation nun? That is x minus h squared equal to -4p y minus k. Where hk is the vertex of the parabola. And so what is the vertex of the parabola? So sabi natin, this and this must be divided by 2 by the vertex or in between C vertex. So, asan ang gitna nito? So, we have how many units here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, the vertex must be 3 units from this point. So, 1, 2, 3. What is this point? That is 1, 2. So, let us label 1, 2. So, somewhere like that. So, that is the vertex. And then you have to find P. Sorry, my bad. Tama ba ito? 3 units. Let us check. 1, 2, 3. 1, 1 lang. Pa ganyan. Okay. Always trust your drawings. Okay. Sila yung guide nyo. And next, what is P? P is the distance from the vertex to the directrix. So, this is P. Or, vertex to your focus. In this case, our P is 1, 2, 3 units. This is 3 units. And then, just substitute, you are done. So, x minus 1 squared equal to -4 times 3 y minus 1 or x minus 1 squared equal to -12y minus 1. So that is our answer for letter. That is for letter A. How about for letter B? So like what I said, ang pinakauna is the orientation. So sa letter B, opens to the right. O, binigay niya na, masaya. endpoints of the latus rectum has this coordinates. Opens to the right, ang equation is x minus h times 4p equal to y minus k square. As long as you know h, k, and p, masaya tayo. Okay, let us find this hk. So let us sketch the graph. I mean, just a rough sketch of the graph. Negative 4, 6. I need space. Where is negative 4, 6? Okay. Negative 4 and then 6 units. 1, 2, 3. Ganyan na lang malili. Hindi, I want big. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then, what is the other? Latus rectum. Negative 4, 2. Opens to the right. So, your parabola looks something like that. Okay, the midpoint of the latus rectum is actually the focus. Okay. And actually, the length of the latus rectum that is 4p. That is the interpretation of the 4p. Length of this. What is the distance between these 2 points? You can count na lang. 1, 2, 3, 4. So, 4p is 4 or p is equal to 1. And then next, we have to find the center. But there is one point that we can easily find, which is the focus. Which is the midpoint of these 2 points. So, what is the midpoint of these 2 points? Negative 4, 4. Is that right? This is the midpoint. So, this is the focus. So, from here, we get that P is 1. Divide both sides by. And this is HK. And according to the property of a parabola, focus to HK or vertex, that is P. And in this case, our P is 1. So this is 1 unit. And what is the x-coordinate? Negative 4 minus 1 is negative 5. And what is the y-coordinate of this point? 4. So HK is negative 5 of 4. So, pa-plug in na natin siya dito. 4P is 4. X minus H is negative 5. So, minus negative 5 is equal to Y minus K. K is 4. Or, minus negative, it's a plus. Equal to Y minus 4 square. So, this is the equation of that parabola. Okay. Let's proceed with number 2. Okay, so let us consider this ellipse with this equation. So, write the equation of the ellipse in standard form. Give the center, vertices, and points of the minor axes and foci. Provide a sketch for the ellipse. Ano ba yung standard form? What is the standard form? So, the standard form are the two equation of the ellipse. So, you have to write it in this way. Or the other one, it looks like this. But, nakabaliktad, no? Kasi, the convention that we have is A is always larger than B. Actually, A is the largest. for the ellipse. Tatandaan nyo niya, sa ellipse, largest ang A. Sa hyperbola, iba ang largest. Okay, doon sa ABC. So, we will complete the square of this. Pagsamahin ko na yung mga x. Plus 4y square minus 16y equal to the constant. I will put it to the right. Okay. You have to add something here to make it a perfect square trinomial. I will add 1 and then add 1 on the other side. Well, for this one, I think it's easier if we factor out the 4 first. And this becomes negative 12. So now, what do we add here to make it a perfect square trinomial? We add 4, right? So we add 4 on the right. But don't forget, you're also multiplying that 4 by 4 here. That's why you have to add 4 times 4. So now we have x plus 1 square plus 4 times y minus 2 square equal to 16 minus 12 is 4. Standard form, 1 dapat yung nasa kabila. That's why we divide both sides by 4. So the standard form is x plus 1 square over 4 plus y minus 2 square over 1, which is 1. This is the standard form of that ellipse. So this is the answer for letter A. Okay, so give the center, vertices, and endpoints of the minor axis and foci. So anong itsura natin? Mas malaki yung katapat nung kay x. So meaning that is a square, b square is 1. So a square is 4, b square is 1. And our HK, that is the center, negative 1, comma 2. Because plus 1 is minus negative. Okay, so dinodrawing ko muna talaga siya. I always draw first before giving the information so that things are easier to see. So negative 1, comma 2. So this is your center. And is this a horizontal ellipse or a vertical ellipse? So from this two, malalaman nyo kung ano yung, kung horizontal or vertical. If your form is this one, mas malaki yung nasa ilalim ng x, that is a horizontal ellipse. If mas malaki yung nasa katapat ni y, that is a vertical ellipse. Okay, so in this case, we have a horizontal ellipse. So, let's compute for A. A is 2, B is 1. A stands for the distance from the center to vertex. These are your vertices. Vertex, vertex. So, center to one vertex is 2 units and horizontal. 1, 2. And to the left. And then 1 unit vertically. Kasi from center to this, to the end of the minor axis, that is B. And in this case, your B is 1. 1 unit upward, 1 unit downward. So this is an ugly ellipse. Hala. Okay, so we already have the ellipse. So let us sketch. Also, let us give the center. So this is the center. So what are the vertices? So So V1 is negative 3 comma 2. And V2 is 1 comma 2. And then end of the minor axis, ito yun. So what are those points? Let's call this small m1, which is negative 1 comma 1. This m2, which is negative 1 comma 3. And then next for the foci. So I will highlight the answers. So these are the answers that I want to see. Hindi naman kasi pinapasketch naman pala, no? So 2-in-1, ano na pala ito? Hitting 2 birds with 1 stone. Okay, how about C? In an ellipse, the relationship between A and C is A square equal to B square plus C square. So the importance of C is it gives you the distance from the center to one focus. Okay, A square is 4, B square is 1, C square you don't know. So C square is 3, so C is square root of 3 or 1 point something. So the focus is 1 point something from the center. And always remember, to any conic, collinear ang vertex, center, at focus. Sa parabola, wala ka lang center doon, pero collinear pa rin ang vertex and focus. Okay, so let's call this, this is F2, F1, this is F2, yung naka-violet. So this is 1 unit away, so 1 point unit something away is somewhere here. 1 unit away is this, so 1 point something units away is here. So let us give the coordinates. So the x coordinate must be, let us give the center first because the center is our reference point, which is negative 1, 2. So negative 1 minus square root of 3 units. Comma, yung y mo does not change. For this one, negative 1 plus square root of 3, the y coordinate does not change. So this is F1, this is F2. At meron na rin tayong graph. So this highlighted in yellow are the answers for B. And that ends our video for these exercises. Bye!